Next point is, and this to me is a really big one, don't be aloof. What aloof means is that you kind of pretend that you don't really care. You're just like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. He gives you something really nice and you're just like, okay, thanks. Aloof is when, you feel cold, I think, or you act cold. That's what aloof means. And I see this a lot with girls. They just act like the guy should be doing everything and they don't want to show too much emotion. Because the girl will feel like, oh, if she shows that she loves him, now he has control because she loves him and then that gives him too much power. So she pretends like she doesn't really like him. Well, if you do this, you're going to get one of two things. Either the guy is just going to get desperate and start doing more and more, but he's not going to be happy. He's just going to keep doing it. Or he's going to say, wow, this girl is really cold. I don't want to spend my life with such a cold person, and he's going to find somebody else who treats him well. So don't be aloof. Don't be afraid to be part of the relationship. Jump in and be part of it. Like, do things together. Plan it yourself. Tell him that you love him. Put pictures on WeChat. All right? I see a lot of girls, they don't want to do that. They don't want their friends to know. No, show everyone that you like this guy. I know personally, when Zoe Hao here puts pictures on WeChat and she says how happy she is, I love that. It makes me feel like she really does like being with me. She doesn't just pretend. It's real. And it's an awesome feeling. And then it makes me want to do more things that she wants to brag about.
Yes, it's a little bit cultural different in China. When I was meeting you, I already know you are the guy I want to be, like, spend a long time together. I don't know it's married but I want, in that moment, I decide to hang out with you, go out for a day with you, already decide. So I can understand if some girls or boys, they don't want to be, we just started dating and just put picture in the WeChat. I can understand, but if you actually really serious and no, of course, every relationship you need to serious. And you should put picture in the WeChat to telling everybody like how much you love him and respect him and want to be part of his life. And you want him part of your life too.
Yeah, she's right. If you've just gone on like 1 or 2 dates with a boy, you don't need to do this. I don't mean, a guy says, you're pretty, can we go to dinner? And then you have to put pictures of him. No, that's not what I mean. But if you're actually dating and you're serious, and you should be, why are you dating if you're not serious? I made another video about that. But if you're dating and you're serious, tell people, show people that you like being with this guy so that he knows that he's not a secret. In a similar vein, I see a lot of girls, and this is a Western problem, but it happens in China too. Girls like to play games where they will pretend that they don't like somebody so that that person will keep trying. But here's the big problem with that. It causes a lot of guys to become, let's say, creepy. So if I ask her, hey, would you like to go to dinner with me? And she says, no, not really. And then she tells her friends that, she wants me to ask again. She didn't want to say yes the first time. That's too easy. She wants me to work hard. The problem is, all she's doing is teaching me that if she says no, she doesn't mean no. And then all it does is teach boys to keep pushing. And sometimes girls want that, but many times they don't, right? Maybe there's a guy that really likes you and you don't like him and he keeps asking and you tell him no many times and he just keeps doing it. Well, why do you think he does that? Because there are some girls who say no when they don't mean it. So when you say no, you need to mean no. Which means if you don't mean no, you need to give the guy a chance, right? If he asks you out, and you are interested, you say, you know what? Sure. Now, if you're a little bit hesitant for the first date, you can, go just say you'd like to have lunch together somewhere nearby, something really easy, and it's just lunch. You have to go to work afterwards, so it can't be too long. Sure, there's no problem. Maybe you start talking on your phones, like just texting. That's fine. You don't have to have a big first date, but don't say no when you mean yes, because it just teaches the wrong things.
Yeah, when you are starting to a relationship, you are already like 20 something, you are not any like teenager. We don't want to play games in like relationship, because it will be just make your life with the relationship always wondering, if I didn't went well with this relationship, I can always find another person. That's long, because sometimes every relationship you need to work on it. And of course, sometimes boys play game too. I agree. Not only girls. We just have a very famous like the issues in China now. Wu Fan, many girls said the Wu Fan play games with her and like ask them, hey. At first they very exciting each other, but after 2 or 3 dates, the Wu Fan just starting to treat the girl like nothing, or just very cold. Let's just play game. So every serious relationship should not be like that.
Yeah, and I want to be clear, boys do a lot of wrong things too, but this video is for the girls. There'll be another video for the boys, don't worry. But yeah, you can think about, in English we have something called the golden rule. And this says you should treat others the way you want them to treat you. So if you don't want them to play games with you, you shouldn't do it either. Just because you're a girl doesn't mean you should be able to treat them badly.
The next point is, because now society media always showing the girl, you need to be good looking, very like skinny, and in China, 一白遮百丑, everybody want to be look so perfect and 100% like gorgeous. But not everybody can do that. I mean, of course, everybody like to be good looking and healthy and looks good. But as a girl, you have other things you want to do too. Just not spend too much time on the how you need to look, and you always want to lose weight, and that's not very good like starting for a relationship.
Think about it this way. If you're really good looking, you probably have a lot of boys who like you. Well, why do they like you? Because you're good looking. If that is the only reason that a boy likes you, it's not going to work, because you'll get old, or maybe you'll get sick, or even if you stay good looking for a long time, maybe he'll see another girl that's better looking. And if the only reason he likes you is you're good looking, well, then he should switch to somebody who's better looking, like logically. And that's a horrible thing. But if you have lots of great things about you that he loves, then some better looking girl isn't even going to be interesting for him, because she's good looking, but I've got this girl who's got all these amazing traits right there, right? Like, that's what's really important. So yes, it's okay to want to be good, to look good, but don't focus so much on it. It's way more important that you focus on becoming a good person, get some hobbies that you enjoy. Guys will like that and want to stay with someone like that, even if maybe they get older and they start getting gray hairs.
Yes. Thank you for explaining more. Yeah.
So is there anything else you want to say to the girls? Do anything in Chinese? Or?
Yeah, I can say in Chinese. It's more easy for everybody. For me, I think like, 作为一个女生，就是你一定要首先很知道的认识自己喜欢什么，然后自己喜欢什么样的男生。你可以就是说多参加活动，然后多去认识不同的人，然后呢和不同的男生做普通朋友，不要一开始就做男女朋友。虽然说就是在大学期间很多活动呢，就是大家都是会 就是都会参加。所以呢，我很希望大家在大学的时候可以多参加这样的活动，增加自己的了解和对自己的兴趣的爱好的了解。这样的话，你会更加的发展成一个成功的relationship， 就是比较长期的关系。这对你自己就是对未来都非常好，因为 a good relationship is very good for your life.
It is. It's so much fun to be able to go places with this awesome girl and do all these things. And I wake up and I know she's going to be there. It's really awesome to have that feeling.
做自己，然后要认识自己真正喜欢的是什么，然后找一个真正可以了解你的、爱你的、接受你所有前面的东西，不管你开心的时候啊、不开心的时候啊、伤心的时候，或者是当你变胖、变瘦的时候、生病的时候，这个男生都可以完全的接受你。虽然说这样说起来很简单，做起来难，但是我们要相信，每个人都可以值得遇到那一个他的 Mr. Right. Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope you learned something. Thanks a lot for watching. And
Yeah.
as always, live long and prosper.
Sorry, I can't make it.